Chapter 27. What William Really Wants. All the elves watched with amazement. Smaller elves climbed on taller elves' shoulders, who were already standing on the tallest elves to get a better view. William wobbled a little as his hands gripped the armrests of his wheelchair. He scrunched his face up tight and held his breath. He tried to stand harder than he'd ever tried to do anything before, but it was no use. He slumped back into his chair, defeated. He couldn't do it. "See," William said, looking up into Santa's warm face. "You said that my dreams can come true here, but if that's true, then why can't I walk?" The North Pole had never been so quiet. No one's dreams had ever not come true here before. Santa's eyes stared deep into William's. His kind face had a wise, sort of knowing smile, as though he already had the answer to every question you could possibly think of before you'd even thought of it. "My dear William, perhaps, could it be possible, maybe, that what you're asking for isn't what you truly desire?" asked Santa in the kindest, deepest, wisest voice. William looked at his legs and then at his wheelchair. He'd been sitting in it for longer than he could remember. It was all he'd ever known. But he realised that until Brenda had come along and knocked his confidence, he'd never once wished for anything else. Maybe Santa was right. Maybe this wasn't what he really wanted. "William, close your eyes. I want you to try something. Let's see if we can unravel this riddle of yours," said Santa, kneeling down beside William and placing his huge, warm hand on William's shoulder. He began to whisper. "Breathe deep, William. Let the North Pole air inside your mind. It will help us to find what your heart is searching for." William breathed in the cool air. It was fresh and sweet, with the smell of something familiar, toasted crumpets. It made William think of his dad. "Good, William. Now I want you to stop searching. Stop trying to find what you want, and imagine you already have it. Don't just imagine it. See it, hear it, feel it, believe it." Suddenly, glorious music filled the air. Santa's gramophone had burst to life on its own, playing a song no one had ever heard before. It was beautiful. William opened his eyes and was shocked to see hundreds of elves, the Christmasaurus and Santa all staring up at something above William's head. He swiveled his chair round in the snow, and what he saw completely took his breath away. It was his dad in the sky. The greens and blues, purples and yellows of the northern lights had wondrously weaved into the shape of Mr. Trundle in the starry sky over the North Pole. William tried to take it all in. He realised he'd never seen his dad look so happy. Then all of a sudden, the lights and colours started swaying and swirling around, the sound pouring from the gramophone, and William realised his father wasn't alone in the sky. Mr. Trundle was dancing with a woman. I'm just going to show you this picture. He lovingly spun her over the stars and they waltzed across the sky. Tears filled William's eyes as the northern lights faded and the song slowed and softened. "Family," Santa whispered as William's vision in the sky came to an end. "Your father's happiness. That is your true desire." All was quiet. William was deep in thought. It was right there in the North Pole that he realised that he'd found what he truly wanted, and that walking wouldn't get him there. He stared down at his chair, but not in sadness this time. He was happy to be himself once again. "Thank you, Santa," William said with a smile. "So, can I wish for a new girlfriend for my dad?" "Oh, William, I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid I can't," said Santa. "But, Santa, think about it. That's a new girlfriend for Dad and a nice new mum for me. We're basically sharing a present. 2 birds with 1 stone, said William, with a cheeky sort of smile, hoping it might still be possible. Santa chuckled to himself as he thoughtfully stroked his beard. "There are some things, William, that I simply can't do. There are rules to this job, you know." William listened closely as Santa explained. "Firstly, and most importantly, I can't hurt people, and believe me, you'd be surprised how many rotten eggs ask me to take out a teacher or 2 each year. Secondly, and similarly, I can't make people come back to life. Thirdly, and most frustratingly, I can't make cheesecakes. And lastly, and most relevantly, I can't make people fall in love." William looked to the sky where he'd just seen his true desire and sighed. Noticing William's disappointment, Santa added, "However, if there's one time of year that dramatically improves someone's chances of falling in love, then it's most certainly Christmas time. After all, it is the best time to fall in love."